Today I want to talk a little bit about Australian bushflower essences and why I'm offering that. What is she doing? What are they? How do you take them? What's the story? So, what I notice a lot working with marketing with women is that yes, we can look at tax systems. Yes, I can make recommendations, but there's other work sometimes that needs to be resolved. And that can be, you know, ancestral clearing stuff, or maybe there's some kind of cellular imprints, or maybe you've got trauma stuff to resolve, or visibility. There's just all these other things going on for some women that, yes, like in theory, they know they need to make videos, but for some reason they just can't get their videos on Instagram or whatever it is. And I know y'all are bad bitches. Like, I know that you all have modalities coming out the wazoo. You're like coaches, NLP peeps. You're like all the people with all the good stuff, naturopaths, like all the amazing chicks. So why aren't you? Why aren't you doing those things? That's the question. And I have done lots of reflecting lately on what's my human design. I'm a generator. How can I actually help someone who's a manifester? Our energetic combo, how does that work? I'm aware that sometimes I say things a certain way and it's not very compassionate, or I'm just a bit ignorant about how I'm explaining it to people who aren't necessarily at the same level of understanding at me. So I do self-reflect, and I am always working on trying to be a better person, a better helper for all of you. However, I love bushflower essences. I love the Australian bush. I find it so moving. It's really intense, deep, spiritual experience for me. My nose is tingling just thinking about it, because I get really emotional about it. And that's the thing. Australian bushflower essences are an energetic medicine, or a vibrational medicine. So they're not working on like you're going to take it, it's going to affect your cells like this, and you're going to have a scientific, change. It's more like, why do you smudge? Why do you burn sage? Why do you burn incense? Why do you meditate? We're working on the energy field. So we're working on the chakra field, but there's multiple energy fields around the human body. So we're working on the subtle level, and that can manifest as emotions like resistance or fear or aversion. Like, there's all these kinds of emotional ways that those energetic imbalances can manifest. So Australian bushflower essences are created by getting a flower. I don't like they get a little flower. This is a dried one, off a plant at the sunny part of the day, and they put that in a bowl of water. So all the nectar from the plant and all the energy of the plant, the sun draws that energy into the water, and then that water is put aside. So it's on the energetic level that we've captured the essence of the flower. And then that gets bottled up, and Australian bushflower, what are they called? Australian bushflower essences, which is ozflowers.com. They create the stock essences, and I buy the stock. I have these beautiful boxes down there of all the stock essences, and I have a session with people and we choose an essence. I also have these beautiful cards so we can tap in on a visual, and it, we can just respond emotionally to the cards. It's a bit hard to show them sometimes, but some of them are just stunning, and we get a really immediate response when we look at them, both me and the person who's having a consult. So I use the cards. I have an intake form where I ask you a bunch of questions, you answer them, and then we have a little session just to nut out which essence it would be. I send that off to you in a little dropper bottle. I don't have one of them handy either. A dropper bottle, and I don't use brandy. I use purified water. So I put the stock essence into the purified water, and then I send it off to you, and you take it. I mean, I take them as well. I'm actually currently taking the Amazon essence. It's a light frequency one. You take it. I take mine. I have it next to my bed, so I take it when I first wake up, and I also take it just before bed. 7 drops under the tongue for 14 days, and then you take 14 days off to let it integrate. I also usually send through affirmations because I just love those things. They have shifted a lot for me working with the affirmation and the essence. Mostly because I write it down and my mind starts spitting out a bunch of stuff about how it disagrees with that statement. That can be really revealing. So hopefully that's a useful explanation of the process and why I'm using them, what it's all about. I'm currently studying the practitioner course, so I am a student. That's why sessions are ridiculously affordable right now. I'm just trying to get a lot of practice. But you know, I prescribe for friends and family, and if you feel drawn to that, then maybe you would like to add that on. I find it works really well when you're learning, or you know, like Instagram course, or doing the content course, or in the group program for solstice, all these times where there might be something else going on. So I hope that was helpful. Hope that explained it well. Mwah! Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, if you've got this far and you want to hear from me, perhaps it's a good idea, if you like, to jump on the newsletter list, because I don't know about you, but I don't really trust social media to show me the content I want anymore. So I'm subscribing when I want to hear from someone, and you might like to do that too. See ya.